Off, Coach always gets your reflections from the previous week. You get to come back from the emotions of the game and just kind of break down film on yourselves. So what did you come away with last week's win?
We were very happy with last week's win. The way we came out and dominated from the very beginning, took care of business, both sides of the ball. Really happy with the way we played against Altus.
Okay, now this week you travel up another away game for us. So let's break down Chickasha. So let's go to the ball first off. What can we expect to see from them offensively?
Offensively, they run, they're pretty multiple. They run some spread mostly, but they will get in two backs with the tight end. They've got a new coach, Tom Cobble's been in Enid, been in Del Reno, and now Chickasha for the second time. So he's good, really good coach, and feel like that they are doing better things on both sides of the ball. They have a lot more aggression, doing things right. So I think he's got their program on the right track.
Okay, and then how about defensively? What are they going to bring that we're going to expect to see for Friday?
Defensively, they're kind of similar to us. We both run a 4-2 and an Okie, a 3-2 look. They will do some different things in the secondary, have some cover 3 looks like Altus did, and then some cover 2 and quarter looks. So they do a lot of stuff, but you know, we go by our rules and do our stuff. We should be okay.
All right, district reflections as far as how the district is shaping up from the beginning of the season of what you thought was going to be to what it's turning out to be right now.
Well, you know, as long as we're first, I don't really care what happens below that. So we're in a good spot right now. We'll see what happens this week, and then next week against Duncan, I think it's going to be a really big game. So as long as we're in the driver's seat, you know, whatever happens behind us doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, with Chickasha, this being this week's game, and you kind of mentioned Duncan, how do you make sure that the team and players and coaches don't overlook this week's game as you're peeking ahead, so to speak, looking at Duncan?
Yeah, I don't think that we really look ahead that much. We've got our video on Chickasha. We're focused on Chickasha and trying to look good this week, and then after that we'll get after Duncan.
It's always the big question of the week, though. How are we health-wise and personnel-wise? What are we looking at for this week?
We're a little thin right now. We're a little thin on the offensive line. We're going to have some guys playing that hadn't had a whole lot of varsity experience, but you know, have confidence in them. They've been doing a good job in practice all year long, and they're getting their chance. So hopefully they'll step up. Okay,
and who has the rights to carry the hammer, or is that just for home games?
No, that's for every game. Trent Mizell's got it this week. Sophomore, it's really rare that we have a young kid get it, but you know, he had to run down the sidelines last week and lowered his shoulder and ran over one of those Altus defenders, so he gets to carry the hammer this week.